5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
No.
Radiant team ban. Dire team
Let's do it.
ban.
All right,
Radiant
everybody,
team
this
ban.
is going to be a great match we've got for you coming up next on the Beyond the Summit Pro Series, America's edition. We have Beastcoast versus Cloud9, and a little treat for all you Beastcoast fans, it looks like a wild Hector has appeared. So get psyched up for that. Hopefully his internet is going to be able to handle it. I know that has been the factor he has not been playing matches, but on the flip side of that too, if you're a Cloud9 fan, you're feeling pretty good right now. Eternal Envy and his crew have been winning some games. They've been around and definitely making the Reddit threads, that's for sure. But Jenkins, we have this match before us. I'm really excited. I like that we have the whole squad on the side of Beastcoast, and I love the fact that I never know what Cloud9 is going to do. So, tell me, as someone who plays with Envy in pubs, what are they gonna do?
Oh God, don't put that burden on me. I have no idea what they're gonna do. These guys are psychopaths. Oh, I'm glad that there's a whole Beast Coast squad going against the C9 squad. Like this is a hype match because we have C9 who is on a high. They are on a 4-win streak. So they beat Furia, they beat EG, they 2-0'd Furia, they 2-1 EG. Then a little bit ago, they 1-2'd Quincy Crew, which it's a 1-2. You know, that's much better than getting stomped 2-0. Once again, we talked about this. And then we have Beast Coast. This is TI Beast Coast, and Hector is cited as one of the main reasons that this team is so strong. So him not being there is big. It is big. So this will be very interesting to see how this is going to go. I have no idea. I'm just super excited.
I mean, the thing that you have to also keep in mind too, right, is the fact that the internet is a huge part of this. Right, so, you know, we do have Hector back. We don't know what his ping situation is. I believe if you clicked on his name earlier during the lobby, it was like 150 to 180 ping. It's like a frowny face and stuff, so it's gonna be a little rough for him. But it is nice to see him back with the squad, especially because we are getting towards the end of the groups here. And then the Cloud9 squad, you know, it's been interesting. We saw, I think Snake King flipped it up with Misery as well. Snake King was playing the 4 role instead of the 3.
That is interesting.
And yeah, so we're seeing some changes, some evolutions happening on how much of the Cloud9 squad is playing out of NA? Are they also, I'm assuming we have some EU.
Yeah, Ace wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
I think Ace and Pylai definitely aren't. Misery might be. I don't think he is. He might just queue in NA. But
that's possible.
So it's basically just Snake King in it.
Radiant team pick.
They're dead. These guys are grinding. They go for the
You get the Death
pick.
Prophet. Yeah, first pick Death Prophet. This is interesting because you were saying, you know, this is a hero that hasn't been super popular, but definitely is up there in terms of...
Shockingly.
Yeah.
Because I know that most people think that this hero is broken in Queen of Pain too. That's the thing, like looking at these heroes in more of a structured setting and competitive, where you have an entire draft around it and against it, is very different from in pub. So I get the hesitation for some pros picking things in competitive scene. But once again, the heroes that look absolutely beastly in pubs, Pugna, Death Prophet, Queen of these like new meta interior, they look really good. And speaking of new meta, Grimstroke, definitely new meta. He's the kind of the new position 5, the new Lich. And then Pugna, as I was saying, these heroes are just so strong right now. So I'm glad to see these heroes, the giving them the proper respect, even if it is just kind of...
Well, I mean, you talk about Schofield, like, we've talked about Schofield quite a bit, right? On and off, the fact that, you know, he is a 10k player, the fact that he will play literally any role. Like, he's not just one of those 10k players that only plays, you know, support or core or offlane. Like, he literally will play whatever is needed. And this is one of those heroes that we're starting to see an uptick on with... Axa also played it. I haven't been able to watch every single game because we've been, you know, casting this and playing it just all over the place. But we did see, you know, how good it looked on Crit earlier as a position for Pugna. So perhaps this is one of those things that's carrying over from the pubs. We'll see more of this healer build Pugna, where the sole responsibility is on the ward, and then also just keeping your teammates alive. I like this. It is a little light on the lockdown, and but East Coast will pick up.
Solid against Bug. Solid against Grimstroke. You get on top of either of these two heroes with Battery Assault. They will surely die. They don't have any way of jumping out of the pogs. These always very fun to play Clockwork again. The nice thing about the C9 draft so far is that both of these two heroes can play in almost any role. We've seen the 4-position Death Prophet. We've seen the 4-position Clockwork, 3 Clock. Hell, I've even seen Thompson like mid Clockwork. It's all very possible. Ban with Broodmother.
Also, it's C9, so you really don't know what they're gonna pull out. What did we see? We saw the position 5 Death Prophet on Pi for one series too.
Don't do it, Pi. Don't do it.
Yeah, I definitely would advise against it. I'm not a pro player, but that did not seem to work out well when they ran it last time. But you've got a lot of flexibility, and Cloud9 is one of those teams that if you don't know what to expect, you're definitely ahead in some senses.
Exactly right. I was gonna say. I thought that was gonna go a different way, but if you have 0 expectations, you're probably good.
Keep them guessing.
Yep.
Bad thing to do.
So banning out this anti-mage does make me think that this Pugna is aimed more towards a core position, like Chris Luck Pugna.
Okay.
That's possible that they just ban out the Pugna either way. Ban out the anti-mage way. But and also same with the Broodmother being banned. This makes me feel like Death Prophet is more than likely to go mid. Just because it's banned. Once again, it could still just be so they have it as an option. But I mean, generally speaking, you don't usually ban out some counter matchup if you aren't pretty confident in sending that hero into that lane. Like why would you waste the ban on anti-mage if you just want to run your Pug? It doesn't make much sense to me. But we'll see. Maybe there's some other reason that they're banning both of them. But it seems to me like we have both of our mid, Pugna and Death.
Okay, well, they still do have a little bit of flexibility, though, if they want.
Yeah, exactly.
Round. And I think that's nice. That's a big thing with this particular patch, is the fact that there's just so much flexibility in a lot of these drafts where you want to run the heroes. It almost feels like, too, the longer that we sit on the patch, the more iterations that we're seeing, able to move heroes into different roles, different builds. Yep. But that's going to be a Pi Undying, if I had to guess.
This year.
They love it, yep.
They really love it. I mean, I like how Pi plays it. I really like that he plays really ballsy as a frontliner. I mean, this is the perfect hero to walk in and so he is really at home when playing.
10 seconds remaining.
I'll make him use a lot of spells if you're a big tanky boy,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, no, he's really good at
and you're position 5, so.
I mean, it does mean that you lack lockdown to some degree, but you can make up for that in the other pick. It's good against
the Clockwork's really good.
Yeah, Clock's something.
Like separate the fights. You do have the battery assault. You've got hookshot and whatnot. So you've got some lockdown there. I would like to see a little bit.
We're both big Clock fans. I think. I love this hero. I think he's so much fun. There's so much stuff you can do with Clock. Like you said, you can separate fights. You can battery assault like kill a hero. You can use him as like disable, as setup. You have the vision for Roche and general scouting. Like Clock does so much. But you do need like a little bit more, you know what I mean? It's like it always feels like Clock is not quite enough, and you want like at least one extra kind of guaranteed, more reliable stun, and then you're Gucci.
Dire team.
Nappy.
All right, yeah. So it's gonna be a mid.
It's like it. Centaur Snapfire or Scentfire. On the off lane. Pretty nice. You got the double stun. You got the massive amount of slows and nukes damage from both of these heroes. That seems like a really strong lane. I mean, it's tough though, playing 2 strength heroes into an Undying. I know Snapfire can sometimes not feel like a strength hero. It's an old Granny
she is.
on a lizard, but
Grannies are strong, man.
Yeah.
They're super strong. Some grannies take care of their entire family all by themselves.
They really do.
Yeah. Can you imagine going into battle and like just looking over and seeing your companions are Centaur Warrunner and then a granny on on Mortimer, the Snapfire and Mortimer?
I could not imagine that. No.
I don't know why. I get these Mad Max vibes of just the two of them rolling into battle.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She's definitely. There's a little inspiration in there from Matt, certainly from Fire. I'm sure Valve would admit.
One of my favorite comments when that hero first got revealed is, "Oh my God, it's Moxie and Lizard."
Oh yeah, I saw that one.
Yep.
Good.
I enjoyed that one. I was a little slightly offended, but also, yeah, it makes sense.
The old hag and like the big dumb lizard.
Whatever.
I guess
She's a fiery granny.
Yeah, she's cool. She's like the most fun hero in Dota, man. She's so fun.
Ridiculous. But yeah, like you said, they have to be very careful that they don't give up. Undying would just love that. Okay.
Still, I don't think this is a carry. I don't think this is a.
Yeah, but where's your lockdown?
I think they're gonna probably pick like an off lane or a 4 that has. I feel like this Weaver is. Okay, wait a minute. So Weaver's.
No, they have a Clockwork. So
yeah, Weaver's 3 position. I think Weaver's probably 4 or 3 position. Clockwork is 4
Clockwork's
or 3,
4 probably.
4 or 3 position. Undying 5, of
5
course.
seconds remaining.
And then I think Death Prophet's.
Death Prophet's mid. I'll agree with that.
I think Envy, for whatever reason, he's in this draft process that he's come up with, he's valuing picking his mid, because I think he understands that as like a less experienced mid player, he's just gonna.
Important for him to get comfort.
It's better, yeah. It's better to get comfort, and he's gonna get screwed. He's gonna get probably beat anyway. That just sack him, just give him like a comfort pick, and he can play to like 50-50 the lane, which obviously he's very good at doing. We saw him do that yesterday.
Right.
So just let him 50-50 the lane, let him get sacked, because he'll do fine regardless, because he's getting a comfort pick. I think it does make a lot of sense. And then for some reason, I'm really leaning towards Weaver as like a 3-4 position with like a Vessel in mid. It feels really better than carry position, but it's also not a bad Weaver carry game. There's very little lockdown for it. It's like instant.
That's true.
5 seconds remaining.
You kind of scoot away from anything.
Here's a question: are we going to see a Hector Wraith King pickup here? That's still a very strong hero.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be surprised if they let it.
He's playing on ping and all that. It's probably best to give him the most comfortable hero choice.
Yeah, it does make a lot of sense. So I get the feeling we're gonna see a carry pick right now, but maybe I'm just like drafting in. Let's see what could they pick against like a Centaur Snap.
Radiant team pick.
Oh, well, I guess we'll see.
What do it?
And I was wrong. Okay, so it looks like it is Weaver carry, and then Pango.
Okay.
Which does give them a solution for this like lockdown issue that they have. Unfortunately, it is Pango versus Grimstroke, and that Grim ulti is very annoying. It just like locks you right in place. A little rough, but this is one of the heroes of the pack. Kind of pick it in.
5 seconds remaining.
I just feel like it's very hard for anyone on Cloud9 to lock down the side of Beastcoast, especially when you consider you got a Snapfire, right? So you've got the Cogs. Cogs come out from Clockwork. Snapfire just gives you a cookie. You just hop on out. See you later.
Sure.
Cool.
Good answer.
The Alchemist.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't expecting that. I like it though.
Very interested this year, because I know so many people have been theorizing, oh, with all the gold changes, of course Alchemist is strong because he gets the same amount of gold from his Goblin's Greed.
Right.
So I'll be interested. This is the perfect test for that. We have arguably the best farming player in the world playing Alchemist. This team is designed to make this hero work. And so we'll see. Very good Spear Vessel builders on C9 though. So definitely K1 is going to need to be a little careful until he gets that second item. He's going to need to probably play for that second. Anybody that can farm a second item quickly, it is Hector.
So how much pressure are they going to actually be able to put down here on this Alk, right? Because Misery, I believe, is going to be playing the 3 Snake Kings playing. Right now they swapped a little bit.
Okay, so they are writing the...
I believe... Well, no, because Snake King has been playing 4 recently, and Misery's been playing 3. But it could be like a, 0.5 or 4.5, whatever you want to call it, kind of half and half.
Yeah.
But, this still is a kind of a weird lane. I feel like Grimstroke is fairly strong, right? Because the fact that, he can harass fairly well. You've got the Inkswell, if necessary. He does have to be careful though, obviously, because Snake King's gonna be very annoying. How does this lane go?
I do feel like Hector doesn't really care
Okay.
about clock and push the lane out and then go to play on the creeps against clock. No, I totally agree with you. I feel like this lane, this Pango clock lane, is not that potent. That's the cast potent. In other words, they don't really kill that much unless they do some really sick stuff. You have to get into like the proper. But it's two melee heroes. These heroes are.
And again, we have to go back to the fact that, you know, Hector's internet has been very unstable, unfortunately. So already you can see we do have a little bit of a disconnect, trying to just maybe reconnect, see if they can get ping. But that will also be a huge factor.
And Ma, stop using the Netflix.
I don't think he can even use that. Like, I believe like at peak times where he's at, it's so bad that like he can barely go on the internet.
Grandma, stop downloading JPEGs.
Do you remember? No, you're a Zoomer. You don't remember that. I remember like way back in the day when they were first rolling out the internet, and like it would take forever to download like even like a single picture. That's how old I am, Jenkins. I existed before the.
So did I. Well, wait. Well, I guess you know the military was doing internet things in the 50s.
I don't think that counts.
That counts. Come on.
I don't think that counts.
Come on. Have you ever met anybody that like worked on the internet and with computers before it was like public?
I was waiting for the second half of that sentence. Like, have you ever met anyone who works with the internet? I was like, yes. Before that, probably.
Cool.
I believe
they're so smart. They're all geniuses.
Yeah, because they had to imagine something out of nothing.
They really did. They did. It's stuff. See if Hector can imagine his internet to be better.
Yeah.
Close your tabs on Chrome, Hector.
It's just rough because, you know, a lot of these players are, you know, they've gone back home to be with their families. It's not a great time, obviously.
You know what it is? It's probably that he downloaded Valorant, and the anti-cheat on Valorant is sending his info to the Chinese government. That's exactly.
Okay, all right. Take your tinfoil hat off there, buddy.
God damn it, Riot.
Next thing you know, Jenkins isn't going to be allowed to go to China. So
No, come on.
right on the broadcast. Cool beans, dude.
First on Schofield. He's got boots.
Schofield. Yeah, they typically like to run that on their position more. That Neff consistently points out as he likes the fact that, you know, they go the boost first, they try to put a lot of pressure.
Schofield never plays lanes normally. This guy, he's always cutting waves. This is all he does. And he's
Perhaps
10K.
that's why he's 10K,
Yeah.
you know? He can imagine different scenarios, different lanes, different creep possibilities.
Yeah. There are infinite of them.
Are there?
Yes.
All right, give us a couple then.
You can cut creeps, drag creeps, you can maneuver creeps, you can manipulate creeps. Creeps are potent.
I think you're starting to run out of ideas. Body blocks are coming out here from Schofield. They want to just put out as much harass as possible, but they're a bit off the mark here if they want to go for the rune, because I'm assuming they want to collect those for the alchemist. It's very, very important. Like, they have 4 of these heroes down here.
Seconds to
We
battle.
got a
They know it's very important for the alchemist. Another cookie hop over here. Can they finish up over here on Pi? No, it's going to be first blood going over towards Pi as he takes down Schofield. This is not going the way that Beastcoast wants here at all. Look at Hector. He's like, well, I really want this rune. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it, but I'm going to start walking this way anyways. As they take down Stinger too, man. Not the start that Beastcoast wants at all. It's like the only rune they're going to be able to get is the one that Whisper picks up here in the top lane. As an Alk, that hurts. But, you know, Hector's in the good mood, says Misery. They're dancing together. Trying.
I just find that intimidating when somebody's carry position and they're taunting as like their team. It's just kind of like, I don't need my team. I'm going to carry this game. And when it's Hector, he's right. He's probably right. He probably will carry.
watch and find out. Mid lane matchup here between Chris Luck and Eternal Envy. Gonna see him spamming out this wave. Putting some pressure on Envy. Wild, what's Schofield got going on here with snaking? Just walking parallel from each other.
Interesting that they run the clockwork.
Series really.
Highlight eye. They want to pressure Hector with you.
That makes sense. You know, we've watched what it's like when they don't have Hector. It's a much different game for them. It's very difficult. So, yeah, look at this. Hector's pushed all the way back. Schofield making his own rotation. They realize we gotta secure this farm. This is very important. Can't let Pi just continuously, you know, throw these 12 stacks of decay right now.
He's taunting.
Hector's just taunting. Yeah, he's like, come get me, big boy. Ew. Cookie hop over onto Misery. Can they finish him off? Yes, they can, and they'll take down the Pangolier.
That stroke of fate did so much damage going through all of those creeps.
Yeah, for sure. We saw Owie. What was it, Owie who was playing it earlier?
Oh, he was hitting
the angle thing.
Yeah, oh yeah.
The angles, man. Interested to see. I want to see them stack quite a bit. For Hector here, that'll be really important.
Yeah. It's nice, really nice to stack that easily.
Stinger taking some harass here. It's a little tough right now if you're Hector. You're not able to get really close enough to these creeps because of the constant harass coming out from Pi. I think that was a really smart idea to this particular lane.
Yeah, I think so. But we say that, and Schofield does get the single pull off, which means Hector can kind of just farm under cover. Really pressure.
Yeah, they're going for a bit of a dive here. Hector needs to be careful. Stroke of Fate coming through. Misery's taking a lot of damage here. Pi looking at the opening. There's another cookie hop, and Misery just goes a little bit too far. Pi's very, very tanky. Not going to be able to finish off on Stinger here. And Hector just heals himself right back up again. Goes back to the lane. Does what Hector does best, which is hitting creeps.
Shockingly, the Whisper is still doing he's doing perfectly fine top.
I feel like they can make the move here on Pi. They've got the cookie. Yeah, jump hop. Don't have enough mana, though, for the Scatter Blast. Looks like they'll be able to save him. Back off. Yeah, and you've talked about this, you know, in the other game where they had the Centaur and the Nyx Assassin. You said, you know, why don't they just have them cut? Just make your own lane. Make life easier for yourself. Oh my god, Whisper's Courier is so cute.
Yeah, that is a cute one.
It's a little Shiba kitty. God.
Dog.
I love it. Right, let's check in with the mid lane right now. Looks like Chris Luck, 20-1, 19-3 over on Envy. Envy a little bit further ahead here in terms of experience. Snaking, making a rotation over. There's a haste room top, so they're going to be able to solidify that for Death Prophet with bottle. And just a little clocky boy walking through. No big deal. They've got the vision up. They can see him rotating, and they get the kill on Hector.
That's not what you wanted to see. It was all going so well. No, okay. Here comes the excuse.
Another pause here.
Okay.
Cunty?
Config.
That's what I would guess is config,
Yeah,
but
I think probably playing like a new.
that's possible.
Actually, Hector does not really play on that account. He plays on like. Maybe it's the account, but I never see him on.
That's possible. Chris Luck. Ooh.
Yeah, the last match that he played on that account. When he played.
Envy should get this kill, right? If he goes with the Crypt Swarm right away? Plus a hit?
I don't think so.
No?
Let's see.
75.
How long is this? He's got a second. He might be able to get it.
It'll be really close.
The Crypt Swarm's level 1, so it does garbage damage.
Yeah. I thought it was. I wasn't paying attention. Just put the points in the spirit siphon.
Okay, 5 armor, so that's 23% physical resist, 78 damage, 23%. So that's like, I don't know, about 60 damage. And then the Crypt Swarm is 75 minus 25%, which is another like. It's actually gonna be it's gonna be off by like 10, either direction. Either kills him, overkills him by 10, or underkills him by 10. We could do the exact math, but I'm extremely lazy. This Spirit Siphon maybe is enough, because he does have a Siphon charge going on him, so that might put him under. So I'm going to say if he does get the Crypt Swarm off, then he's going to...
You want to bet me at Monster Energy?
Okay, last time we did this...
I owe you half a sugar-free Monster Energy. We'll bet the other half.
Half a monster.
For what? That he's gonna or not?
Oh shit! That he's not gonna die. Yeah, you owe me.
No, you can't do that. You can't. You're too late.
Oh.
Yeah, but I don't owe you a full monster now. Ha.
Only ever drink a full monster.
Coming up on the 5-minute runes here. Already can see Schofield. He's trying to get into position, but he's getting. And King Hector just trying to hit these creeps, doing the best he can. Cookie Hop coming in, managing to steal that that bounty rune right out from under their noses. Snake King though, got Battery Assault, Stroke of Fate, manages to hold on to Schofield. Notice that he doesn't have that cookie. He just can't get out, so that's gonna be still there.
I love that he suicides for that. He has an out. It's little.
It's definitely the plus.
100%. 100%. It's just showing how much he respects his carry and trusts his carry to his job in this game. He's willing to basically sneak.
Chris Luck, Decrepify comes up, buys him a little bit more time. A lot of physical damage coming out from this Death Prophet. Cookie Hop coming out from Schofield. We talked about this. Block, that is the first exorcism coming out from Envy. They have a great ward over here on the side too. They saw Clockwork making his way over. You could see Chris Luck was already backing off. Got to their advantage. Looks like they want to make some moves here on Envy. They don't have the cookie just yet, though. But they'll keep him off the tower at the very least.
He has silence. I don't see that. Usually Death Prophets will go silence at like level 8 or 9.
It's Envy. He does whatever he wants, man.
He does. I like that he has these ideas, though. I like that he just doesn't fit to any...
Whisper. Careful, Snake King making a rotation. This is looking like a dead Whisper. Manages to get the creep wave on his way out, though. Cookie Hop, high, bottom lane. Oh, Misery. Misery jumping, and they have the Inkswell over here on Hector. He just stands still. He knows that he can easily get that.
Oh my god,
well,
they gave him the kill, too.
Done. They give him the kill. He does have to be careful, though. He is not looking so healthy.
He's sending some... He's not sending...
He's bought a lot of salves.
He's just sending out the soul ring. He has no regen.
He likes to live life dangerously.
Radiant are scanning.
How does he...
And that's usually what I assume would happen. Have any...
I think Stinger is probably going to TP, I imagine. Given how much support they give to this gentleman here.
He at least has the headdress, so as long as he comes back, he's bringing some sort of regen one way or another.
He brought 2 salves. I was wrong.
Oh,
salves and mangoes. Come here, my baby boy.
He's a growing boy, this Hector. You gotta keep him.
Open your mouth.
How you win the games. That was a swashbuckle that was a little aggressive, but it looks like Schofield was not in position, as was Stinger, to really try to back here.
Top lane again.
What's going on? Where's High Whisper? Whisper is getting dope underneath the tower, and it's gonna be a little bit too late for Schofield. I have a feeling. A little Cookie Hop. Oh, it just gets fed to him at the last second, but he can't up here. Snake King is gonna have to TP. Schofield makes a rotation. Well, at least he can get some experience from the lane. Not what they want. And over on the side, Exorcism's getting used by
Chris has a bottle with the invis in it, so no way that he gets that kill.
Guess that I don't know what they thought they were gonna be.
I mean,
don't know.
I guess
Don't know. Bottom lane.
Yeah, Hector's just hitting some creeps.
We're poking at Misery a little.
Yeah, Hector's getting big. Big meat.
I hear a rolling thunder making its way for Hector. Oh, the stampede coming out. He rolls around. He's not going to be able to quite find turning back around. They have their attention over here on Pi, but Hector, he wants this kill. He's not going to be able to find it. He's got to find his way through it. He can't. Misery will find the kill. Chris Luck making a rotation, though. Has the suck. Is chasing after Misery. No mana left right now. And look how fast this little skelly man goes, but have a mango still on him. They think that he's the line. Misery's just going really fast here. Mid lane, Schofield now getting chased down by Eternal Envy. He's got the Spirit Siphon and just the rest of the team. I'm waiting for Misery. Can he jump in here? Will he be able to go with the swashbuckle? He's checking out the courier. He goes turn around. He finds the kill on Schofield after a long chase. Chris Luck, though, should be able to find himself the kill on Misery.
Spam pings. He's like...
It's like, I was all the way here. Heck.
He's also very confused. What the hell is going on?
When do you get to a point where you just don't ask questions anymore? Just accept it. Bounty runes?
You get to that point, he makes you ask more questions. You know, like he's just got that.
Possible.
He just got that superpower.
Why aren't they putting pressure for these runes? These are bounty runes that looks like Whisper was able to secure one up here. Even, oh, look how low he's sitting. He's trying to make his way over here, trying to get denied by the creeps. Are they gonna be able to do it? No, Ace gets the kill.
Yeah, Ace looks like he pulled the creep aggro from. Also, when he walked in, the creep started hitting the Weaver bug, which is really annoying.
Haste right on Chris Luck. Oh, he's thinking about it. It's just going to wear off, though. He almost got Pi, but Snaking making this rotation to the mid lane. Sitting at level 4 right now. No hook shot just yet. Tango? Misery trying to steal Hector's creeps. That's a ballsy move here, my friend. That's that Phantom. He's trying to roll on up. He's not going to be able to do it. They're slowing him down. The swashbuckle to the low ground, though. Makes himself a nice escape after steal.
This is always the really annoying thing about dealing with an Alchemist, is that you can't just take his towers, because by the time you take all of the towers, he'll be huge and just win the game. So you have to simultaneously pressure him and take his towers, which is why Misery was doing crazy stuff. And Envy
Stinger.
Pushing, and top Stinger is getting gone on, so they're trying to close the map in.
And they're working too. Oh, Schofield barely making it away from this Death Prophet. Oh, the hook shot coming in from Snaking. Like the old clock shot.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So this whole game just becomes about securing the Alex jungle, whatever team you're on. Look at this actor walks.
Whisper's like, my camp! My camp! Whisper, how could you do this to me? Betrayal.
I love that Ace is taking the enemy triangle too. Going for the tier 1. He's just going straight for the farm. Once again, this is just how you have to deal with an Alchemist. You cannot run at his towers. You have to run at his camps, because if you're farming and he's farming, he will out-farm you.
Envy gets the kill on Schofield. A little help for Snaking, and they should be able to take this bottom tower.
Look at Pi running through the jungle. He knows what the priorities are.
All about shutting down the Hector. Although we are seeing some pressure coming out from Chris Luck now. He pressure on the top tower, but some responses coming out. Fend. The clockwork. Hook shots coming out here on Chris Luck. Go and follow up, though. They get enough damage. The suck coming out, though. Ace. He's trying to get away. Look at him. Oh, sitting so low. Snaking. He's almost dead. They need a stroke of fate. They'll be able to find it. But look at these TPs coming out here from the side of Cloud9. Ace still alive and kicking. They need a silence. And on the back line, Chris Luck trying to break some ankles. Trying to juke himself away. Does manage to get the Decrepify off. He drops that ward. Ace still on the back line. Whisper. He finds that kill. Chris Luck, he's still alive. He's just going to town over here on Pi. Sitting in the corner. He's the lonely little man left all alone. Chris Luck going to be able to get the kill. They take down the tombstone. And this will easily translate this way over to a tower, as Misery now running away from Schofield. He does have the cookie, but he doesn't have enough damage, I don't believe. It's just gonna bully him out of his own jungle.
Very, very not good thing to happen if there's an Alchemist on. carry as well. Like this Grimstroke Magna combo is just absolutely
Radiant
insane.
structures
They
are
didn't even have
fortified.
scope. He's still sitting there with Mortimer's kisses on.
Here, a hook shot. Stinger gets taken out by Snake King. Just staying a little bit too long there.
And the corpse is closer.
Schofield found by Misery. They have a nice ward over here on the side. Cookie hop up to the high ground. Ace is looking for this opening.
Dire's top tower is under
Get this belly pop stick, and Misery secures the kill. Now Hector, off that chemical rage. They see Snake King over on the side, and they've got a couple stacks here for Hector, but
Dire's top tower is under attack.
you have to shore up this triangle, I think.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
The enemy side. He's got no business on the side. Hey, McCad Mouse. Classic.
Elk's on a timer. C9 is on a timer, it feels
Dire's
like.
top tower is
Here's
under
that, you know,
attack.
you can keep him down for a little bit, but eventually he's going to bounce right back up again.
They are doing a really good job chasing. They're playing this quite high.
Ace?
Every time they're just where he is. They are really pressuring Hector.
Exactly what they need to do. Look at this. Look at Snake King.
They're gonna get all the bounties too.
That's big. Rolling Thunder from Misery. They're all grouped up. Oh, nicely done, though, being able to just go throw out that hold over here on the side. Misery, he can't roll anywhere as they go. They use the Stampede. Chasing after Stinger now. Nice lives thrown out by Envy. Will slow them down a little bit. There's going to be the Exorcism. Stinger is probably going to fall here. It's going to be taken down now. Whisper running out. He's going to get chased down. They'll find the kill. They'll get the kill on Whisper. Use the Mortimer's kisses, but
Yeah, that was a kiss.
Schofield needs to be
Save Crystal. That was unfortunate. The fight kind of split in a way that was really bad for Beastcoast there. Pugna got really focused by Clock and Weaver. They need to protect the Pugna.
Cookie Hop coming out here hoping that maybe they can get the kill on Ace, but perhaps just using those spells. Go down. Is this a... Yeah, that's a Radiant still. Radiant Soul Ring phase boost for Hector.
Yep, I mean, Hector manages to survive the fight, otherwise it would be a disaster. Coast still didn't look great, of course, but at least Hector survived.
Now, they don't have Exorcism. 80-something seconds. Is this where you kind of smoke up, you try to make a play, or...?
I don't think so with an Alchemist. I feel like you just...
Chill?
You can just chill.
Face?
Yeah, if you do make a play, there's like potential for smoking up and making a play. But if they do that, they probably look for like a small skirmish, you know, to kill one guy and then face. Like they don't want to take some crazy fight. Alk is so close to timing. Radiance, and I think because just due to the nature of the enemy team having so much damage lead, he's probably going to need like one big item, one small item to fight next. Otherwise, he's going to get shredded by the DP Vessel on Suri. He's got that complete. He definitely needs a spell. Getting that Mantle stuff.
Wow, Ace looks disgusting.
I mean, he has.
He's like wound up on.
Weight, but I don't know. That's pretty. We've all gained a lot.
It's the wind up on the swarm. Look at this. Oh, it's disgusting. It's terrifying. Showcase mode. Oh,
God.
It's nightmare fuel, Jenkins.
Yeah, that is
Horrifying.
That is pretty horrifying. Yeah. Have you ever had a cockroach problem? It's not.
No, thank God.
It's not good. They're very.
Have you?
Very. Yes, there was some issue. It was.
Sorry to hear that.
It was not my fault. We were very clean. It was an infestation. The building, and they refused to do anything about it.
It could be worse. It could have been bed bugs, because bed bugs are by far.
As you know, there's two different types of roaches. The German roaches and there's American ones. The American ones are big fat bastards, and the German ones are they're the ones that you get when you're dirty. The American ones, they just come in and out as they please, which is the most American thing you can possibly think of. They just come in, eat your stuff, and then leave.
That's a stereotype, sir. That's not very nice.
I'm Canadian, so I'm technically America's hat.
You are America's hat.
You know?
You Saskatchewan look.
I have to sit here on your head all the time, listening to you people, and you know.
You people.
You know,
Jenkins.
I'm done. I'm done with it. Canada's leaving NATO. We're out of here. First, you're denying us those surgical masks. Now this.
All right, we're getting a little too political for my own liking here.
But anyway, yeah, back to the point. That's really gross this week.
Yeah, it looks very gross. Yeah, I've been very lucky. I think the only thing that I've ever run into is I've had pets that have had fleas. I think that's the only time that I've really dealt with any growing up. And
my dog, it's the heads off of the bodies.
That's disgusting.
Yes, she's a real piece of work.
Best girl, because all dogs are best girl, best boy, but
this is true.
That's very horrifying, and I could have lived the rest of my life not knowing that.
When she chases squirrels, she means business.
Okay, all right. Thank God the game's starting. Woo!
Fat. Farming up the triangle. The Elk Classic.
Nice clumsy net over here for the side of Cloud9. That BKB. Hanging out Chris Luck over here a little bit. Let's be careful. They're just moving as a big group right now. They know that the Pango's not there. But I like the way that Snake King and Ace have kind of been playing together, where, you know, Ace does a little bit of scouting out, and then you can follow up very quickly with the clockwork. So many doodles all over this mini-map right now.
It's always really intense as an alchemist, because you know if you don't have the urgency, you will soon have it destroying your face. But then it's too late. So people are very scarred in NA clubs from playing against them. People are right. Go do this, push this wave. Okay, now let's go smoke. You know, it's like
oh, Chris Luck. Snake King is just gonna come running at your face. Yeah, the rest of the team is here though, so they'll throw out the silence, push out the creep wave, and I love the way that they're playing this, Jenkins. You see, Beastcoast has just positioned themselves completely around Hector, who now is making a breakaway over here to the side because he sees more farm, and you know Hector, he sees farm, he wants farm. This ward over on the side, placed by the side of C9, knows that he's left the safety of the triangle. Oh, there's a hook shot off to the side, but anything. They want to go after Hector. And they've got the smoke. There's going to be rolling thunder. They need to make their way over there right now. Chemical Rage, they have the Spirit Vessel. To jump forward, though, coming out from Whisper. We'll be able to go and hold Envy into place, followed up with these Mortimer kisses coming out, just trying to dissuade them back. Misery still looking on the hunt here, as they will be able to take down Whisper. They're able to keep the Alchemist alive. Now Stinger turning back around, trying to just slow down the side of C9, and he will be able to do it, but he's gonna lose his life in the process here, as Schofield now cookie hopping inside the Roche pit isn't gonna be able to get out. No. It's a couple more hits, and Envy is definitely going to be able to find the kill, and they can just turn right back around and go into the Roche pit. They've got not much of that exorcism left, actually, so just as they would like. Snake King sitting very low himself.
Pango Weaver, though, it's so easy with these heroes. Minus armor, disarm on Pango. Very easy. They need Chris Luck to be there.
Chris?
He is
Luck.
insane.
He is a madman. Look at him. Have Stinger nearby. They'll finish up the Roche. Everyone is super, super low, but Chris Luck turns right back around. He's got the life drink. Misery just standing over here. He can't do anything with that silence on him. You'll get used over on Whisper. Got the Aegis. Hop over to Chris Luck. He can't quite close the gap here onto Snake King. I also don't think he wants to be that close to Snake King. And they already used the cookie, so now Chris Luck, no, he's separated from the rest of the team. Spirit Siphon coming out. He is going to fall. That's the rest of the team now trying to run away. Ace is here. He's looking for a kill. A nice ink swell coming out from Stinger does slow them down. They are caught off in the corner, bottlenecked a little bit. And now this just feels like a circus. They're just running around in circles here, Jenkins. Chasing after Schofield next. Whisper standing nearby. They just want to get him out of here. And while this is all going down, they still have, oh, it does, wow. Ace just going in, knows that he just needs a couple more hits.
I mean, this is a Beastcoast classic, though. It's like, these guys are so distracting that even we're getting distracted from the fact that Hector hasn't shown up for any of this. He is just...
No, he hasn't, and he's got a BKB now. He's gonna show up. He's just gonna collect a kill on Pi. Gonna be able to hold down Ace. I don't think he's gonna go grab it. Oh, turn back around. This is gonna be the Aegis. No, not yet. Ace, he's still alive. He does have that time lapse, but he's going right back into the arms of Hector. Hector, unfortunately, not that swift. Bit of a chase, and he... All right, Chemical Rage is down. I'm going back to farming. Guys, just keep him off my back for the next 10 minutes, please.
KB, I mean, it's Hector is now impossible to kill. He's maybe not that great at fighting. He's not exactly there yet. Maybe when he gets like the AC, I think he'll be a lot stronger at fighting.
Can I say I love the way that Snaking has started to go after the Snapfire? Because he knows that, like, with the cookie, she can just hop out. So he's just making it so that way he pushes her back, takes some of that mana. Well done. He's looking like a dead Whisper.
Hector is screaming at his team.
Frustrated.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Farming as fast as he can, and he is on top of the net worth, but... Got the Yasha. It's hard for them to lock down this Weaver, like we said during the draft.
Yeah, he needs like an AC basher on Hector, and I mean he will get it soon enough. He's ramping up all the
Kings
faster and faster.
Hector just taunting him here. Has the Chemical Rage. He needs to be careful. The rest of the team is here. Getting held up. He's got the BKB. I'm not so sure about this. He's got a stun too. He should be able to know. He's gonna toss it in time. He's got it. He's got to run away though. Rest of the team coming in here. Eternal Envy looking over here at Hector, and he's reaching. He's got to run out. Beautiful Mortimer Kiss is coming out, but it doesn't matter. They're gonna be able to take down Pi, but they can't quite grab Envy. They'll lose the Aegis though, as Ace does finally get squished. Stampede comes out again. They're gonna jump forward again. They just want to lock down this Weaver. They got to take him out, and they'll be able to find it as the rest of the side of C9 now are on the retreat.
God, huge kill going the way of Schofield. Ace getting the kill streak. More importantly, just killing the hero that feels unkillable is something that really gives you momentum in the game. I mean, very literally, and then also psychologically. Just knowing that Weaver is not totally unkillable. You know, it kind of puts Hector above this game, where it's now on C9 to kill Hector. That last fight looked like just about their best chance. Yeah.
Leads. Zuri trying to swashbuckle away. Does have the clumsy net. But the cookie hop coming out from Schofield. Double edge stomp. A dead Pangolier. But the hook shot coming in from Snaking. He's going to be able to go and save Misery. This is going to turn right back around on Schofield. He's going to get taken out. But Chris Luck was in the vicinity. Still Snaking, changing targets. Eternal Envy is here, but in comes Hector. Gonna be able to go stun up Envy. Turn his attention now over here to Snaking, and that's gonna be another kill for Chris Luck. And look at the efficiency on Hector. He's right back to farming.
He's got his full manta now, and he's building towards that salt grass. Quite large.
That's Hector Dota.
So once he gets the basher, it's really rough for C9. They need to... It's hard. I mean, they need to isolate him, and they need to force staff. Chris Luck force staffs the range creep into Hector. That's how committed these guys are to this. Getting their Hector farm.
Maybe Hector wants his farm.
Stacking too.
No, it's not even like it. Obviously, an Alchemist is going to get ahead, right? But you take a look at Ace and Envy, and they're both, you know, pretty neck and neck for farm otherwise. Top 3 here for the net worth. You've got the Agnum Scepter online for the Death Prophet. It's had the Euls for a while, and she's working on the KB next, so that'll be very, very helpful, especially against this Pugna. What does Ace have? Ace is also going for the B next as well. In the bottom lane, though, Schofield. Gonna get picked off with Misery and Snaking. Hot on the trail.
He does get his force, though, which is...
Very. Especially with the way that Snake King's been playing that particular setup now.
Yeah, the Force was nerfed. Really awful range versus allies now, but like you said, the clock has been going straight for Schofield, so he can still force himself at any distance.
Ooh. Snake King not going to be able to find that opening here. This is the hook shot. Just a beautiful game of cat and mouse, like you said, Jenkins. Just, where are they? Okay, I don't want to be there, says Hector, and just continues to keep on farming. Look at this, 20k net worth at this time. And his team's just so good at protecting him, too. It is actually just crazy. Although it does kind of feel like sometimes Chris Luck is playing his own game.
It does, but you know, that's really good, though. That's the thing, is that Chris Luck is just go mode solo player, and when you have somebody who's basically ignoring every single team fight in order to get farm, then that's what you need. You need somebody that's going to make those, holy crap, how did he just fight 3 people and kill one of them solo?
Right.
Like, it doesn't work without Chris Luck. It's always really great to see these together. Like, they're seriously a gem. I'm so glad that whole
You sound like a grandma.
I'm happy. I'm happy that what happened with them happened, and that they're still like this. You know what I mean? And they're still a force to be reckoned with. It's so good.
Yeah.
For Dota. It's so good for Dota in general.
I would say this team has some of the best synergy I've seen.
Period. Like out of teams, not just like SA, NA, just period. It's the impressive.
I think it's tough though sometimes, because I feel like Chris Luck does kind of get hung out to dry a couple times, but in the end it ends up working, so I guess you can't be too upset about this. The way they're playing, I love this. Just sitting back, trying to let Hector hit the tower, and it doesn't feel like C9 wants to respond to this at all. They're just gonna let them get that tier 2. They're going tier 3.
God. Yes,
going tier 3, they've got a Manta online for Hector.
Dude, they have to get back.
Hello? Cloud9? People are knocking at your door. You should probably answer. Misery and position. They need more than this, though. Disarm Hector. He does have the BKB. They've got the Manta Whisper jumping through, but the Rolling Thunder comes out before he can go get the stop off. Colonel Envy having to back off a little bit here. It's going to be the Stampede on the back lines. They go and they link up Snake King and Pylai Dive, but Hector's here. He gets the hits up. He gets the stuns. And they're going to be able to finish up Pi. Yes, they'll be able to take him down. Chris Luck, though, gets taken down by Ace, and Stinger Schofield will fall to Snake King. And maybe they got a little... Oh, and that's last second. Snake King with the hook shot. Beastcoast crumbling to the response of Cloud9.
It does cost them a tier 3, not super important in this patch, though. And it's probably going to cost Beastcoast tier 3 racks. Probably more than likely a tier 3. Do they have a fort on Beastcoast? No, they do not. They use the fort to push. So now they're getting punished. Yeah, a little bit of an over.
A little bit too worried.
That silence on Hector and forced him to continue in order to get his stun off and not stun himself means he can't BKB and take the best of it.
The Marquez is getting tossed out. They just want to get them off their racks. They're trying to just buy a little bit more time. Hector not going to be up for another 20-something, but looks like maybe just a little bit too close here, Stinger. The cookie comes out from Schofield, but so they're definitely going to lose this racks.
Crazy how Dota can swing just like that in one fight. Like, it really looked like Beastcoast had all the momentum. And then one misstep like that.
Perhaps just a little too greedy, but although Ace, I don't think they have enough lockdown. Okay, BKB coming out from Ace, plus the time lapse. He's getting a little nervous there. Almost got caught out. That is his 10-second BKB, I believe. Envy picking up his own BKB as well. Also, he'll have it for the next fight. Does have those spider legs on top of everything. Cores of the side of C9, top of the net worth. And honestly, they're playing very well together. It just feels like the map movement's coming out of Beastcoast. Perhaps just
Hector just walks into her. Oh.
Well, he was smoked. He was smoked.
Oh.
But I don't think you want. You don't have your Mortimer kisses up.
It's just so funny.
Crack,
the way Hector is, he's honestly like a South American Envy to some degree, where he's so absolute in his beliefs that he literally will not pick up that craggy coat when it drops because it's not his job. Like, and the moment he considers himself strong, oh, the smoke coming out from C9.
The smoke going up though, up the cliff. That was maybe the worst idea down as they jump immediately over here onto Snaking. BKBs come out. They will immediately lose Snaking. Pylite died. Looks like he's going to be the next one. Whisper taking a lot of damage though here. And now Hector and Chris Luck, they're a little bit isolated. They need help. Schofield standing nearby. He's trying to go over there, trying to find the help, trying to do it. But Ace sitting on the back lines. Hector, the hooky hop, trying to just get him away as fast as possible. Pops the Manta. He's trying to get back in there. There's going to be the Yules followed up with the Mortimer kisses. Oh, the force step though up to the high ground. But look who's waiting. Snaking was waiting the entire time. He's ready to go after Hector. They grab the bounty or they're going to lose Hector though. Chris Luck getting chased down by Snaking, and on the back line, Schofield, last man standing. He's got to get out, but it's not looking like he's going to be able to. It's a triple kill for Envy.
Radiant's top tower.
Snaking, holy.
Yeah, he was really nice positioning in both of these fights, just like saving the hook for like the escape. If he doesn't have that, if he just uses it to use it, then they don't chase him there, because that's really the only ability that they have for doing it.
They threw him around like a pinball. Like, it was very nicely done on the side of Beastcoast, but Spur, careful there, buddy. Pinch now over here to the tower. No exorcism available after using it in the last fight. It doesn't feel like they need it at all because they're chewing through this tower very quickly.
Radiant's bottom.
The Death Prophet Ag is so annoying. The fact that
Oh, hook shot again coming out from Snaking as they force Stinger apart from the rest of their friends and family, and dead Grimstroke. Yikes. No buyback on
Radiant's bottom.
Stroke as they take the racks and exit the side of Cloud9. They might lose Pi here, although Ace is still here. Doing a lot of damage. Whisper. Stampede, they just turn back around. They don't want it.
Can't fight into the two. That's suicide. So Hector does have the cleave talent. Farm an awful lot faster.
Is Hector going to be enough for this game, though? Oh, and a double damager and right outside the pit. Ace prayed to RNGesus this morning, and RNGesus delivered. Low Pi, that range. Hector's just in the pit. Okay. This double damage on Ace, though. A couple missed shots on Chris Luck. Not supreme low. Gonna take a beat, smoke up over on the side of Cloud9. The old wraparound.
Oh yeah, if they can get the Grim or the Pugna to start, or Snapfire for that matter.
That's the big threat with them if they get in that pit, right?
Yeah.
Gotta be very careful. Does have, you know, the cookie does have the force staff, but they roll in the hook shot coming out here from Sticky. He separates them almost immediately. We've got two whole fights going on. Whisper trying to fight his way over here against Ace, but it doesn't look like he's gonna be able to make it out. The jump forward though coming out here from Chris. Oh my goodness, this Alchemist just going to town on Snaking, but they'll end up losing Schofield. Backline Stinger also will fall. So now Hector, he's got to get out. He's got to get there quickly.
Oh, and he's so
like he is going to be able to but they'll translate this right into the Roche pit. It looks like he just picked up that Abyssal Blade too. Side of
yeah, just to put up.
They're just the split. Man, Snaking, MVP for me this game. The way he's able to split up these fights, it has been insane.
Yeah, I agree. Which, honestly, like, this is the sort of stuff that I expect from Snaking. I like to see this, because I really do feel like he's always been such as an individually, like, mechanically high-skilled player. And it is unfortunate sometimes at the start of this roster, for example, he was kind of getting sacked. Like, the lanes were going so badly that he just didn't have the chance to show off like this. But you give him a good game, and he will carry it. You know, you can like count on him to do that. He's got more net worth than the enemy, so he's huge at this point. I think Hector needs a rapier. I feel like the Silver Edge is not enough. I mean, I love that item. Don't get me wrong.
Is it just too late? Well, or
maybe. I mean, it seems like yeah. I mean, yeah. I would say possibly. He's farming so fast that maybe he thinks he can get Silver Edge and a rapier eventually, or maybe he thinks, okay, well, I can get like 3 or 4 items, the game's not going to end. We'll try to win on those spikes, and if we don't, well, then I'll go. Maybe he feels like the game isn't going to like imminently end away, so he can just go for whatever.
You're just poking around here. We'll see a courier. Quite finish it off though. Bottom. Just trying to make some space, I'm guessing.
That chicken is real tanky.
Very close to just having this silver edge, actually, Jenkins.
Yeah, he's swole, and I
Almost got it.
I think probably what needs to happen is Hector takes the spider legs and then drops the phase boots, so that way he can slot it with boots. This pupil's gift is kind of, it's just attacks. That's really what pupil's gift is.
Another 5 minutes, we're gonna have the next level of items.
Yeah.
So perhaps they're just trying to wait that out.
Yeah, possibly.
Radiant's top tower
Level
is under
25,
attack.
just don't think you'll like Hector. But Chris looks.
Dire are scanning. Dire's
That is
middle tower is under
big.
attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has
I think you
fallen.
get the spider legs to Hector. Come on, let's go, Field.
Day King. Ooh, very close there. Forward. It's gonna be the jump forward coming out from Whisper. They want to take out Misery as fast as they can. BKB coming out from Envy though, and off onto the side. This blade mail is a huge problem for the Snapfire. Grimstoke trying to run himself to the high ground. He's not going to be able to do it. Envy though, he's taking a lot of damage. They'll be able to go and they jump right back, and he has a refresher on top of everything else here as they're just trying to take down Hector. He's so tanky though. He's a big boy. The buyback coming out as well from the side of Beastcoast, but Ace, he's doing so much damage. They're just chasing Hector down. They push him back with the cogs, everything. Hector is down for 80-something seconds, and now Chris Luck trying to run away. Spirit Siphon's being thrown left and right here. Chris Luck does not look like he's going to be able to run back to this well, but he's going to try to fight. He's standing his ground, but he gets taken down by Envy. The GG gets called. They can get farm on Hector, and he can hit those creeps, but push comes to shove. Just the side of C is too powerful.
Yeah, so a few things. Definitely, I do want to commend C9 for. I think their play around the Alchemist was that was beautiful, Dota. Like that is how you beat an Alchemist. They were like 95% of the way to like perfectly optimized. You know, like it doesn't